Hey, east, west, north, and south. Who them a talk about? MORAA, the one and only truth teller. You don't know. It's MORAA, MORAA, MORAA. The one and only truth teller. You don't know MORAA. You got it, girl. Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Now I have seen a video by 𝐶𝐿, and there's this drunk guy, some guy who was really drunk and disorderly at the gate of the Noah's Ark and Refuge Center, or is it Noah's Boat and Refuge Center? So 𝐶𝐿 was really trying, to deter this guy from getting into the home. But this guy was really insisting, and 𝐶𝐿 kept telling him, you cannot get in here. There are, children in there. You cannot be acting like this in front of children. In fact, there are young girls over there, and this kind of unruly behavior, we don't even know what you could do to them. And this guy was really arguing with 𝐶𝐿 and everything, and I was wondering, what the heck? Is this guy a fundi? I mean, as in a mason? Is he one of the workers there? And then I later realized that indeed he is one of the workers who was there. But now the thing is, guys, I saw, this guy force his way inside, and the mama, the owner of the children's home, came, and 𝐶𝐿 asked her, do you know this guy? And she came over, she came close to this guy, and she was saying something. I could not hear, it was inaudible. But this guy said to her, why are your boys like, mistreating me or manhandling me like this? And I was like, okay, maybe this is somebody who's very well known to this lady, because this guy cannot be this confident to come and ask her, like, why are your boys meaning 𝐶𝐿, why is he trying to restrain me from coming into this place or something like that? Why is he manhandling me? And the mama was talking, I think she said she's not feeling well, because I saw her in davyjnr's video, and she had told davyjnr that she had been to the hospital or something like that. So I think that she is not feeling well. So her voice, she is speaking in a very low tone. I could not hear what she was saying to this guy. But probably she was trying to tell this guy to, calm down and, not to misbehave, not to be, disorderly and all that stuff.
There's some people who usually sometimes come and disturb. I think he's one of the guys who came to threaten Madam Esther, and he's really stubborn. So because he has seen me bring some masons here, and he wants to make a lot of noise, and there's some kids over there. So with me, I've restricted him not to go in until maybe somebody put here security guy. Mura, wewe enda Mura. Takuja kesho. Kuja wakati uko sawa, wakati uja nini. Sawa. Hai.
Wewe boda. Boda nifungule pikipiki.
Pastor, enda nje. Kaa hapo utasubiria basi akuja. Kaa hapo nje. Asiingie ndani.
Ama zipigwe.
Asiingie.
Mungu mmoja leo zipigwe.
Sawa. Watazipigwa. Wewe ingia tu kae tu hapo nje.
Achana mimba.
Hakuna watoto wa kike hapo wanaanza kusumbuana hapo. Wewe ingia tu kae nje.
Ndio hapo mimi naanza kupigwa. Acha nipigwe.
Sawa.
Don't touch me.
Pastor, do you know this?
Don't touch me. Wallahi leo. Mura, usiniguze ba.
Unamjua?
Usiniguze ba.
Pastor, do you know this? Do you know this guy?
Eda mamangu. Bwana vijana wako wanaanza kunikurafi hivyo.
Well, I mean, I wondered, like, this kind of a person, why would you let this kind of somebody who acts like this around those kids. Actually, I at some point thought that maybe this person was one of the people who grew up maybe in this children's home. I don't know, guys, because I mean, like, why would you like tolerate that kind of behavior? I was like, no, mama, you complained the other day that these kids, people are coming in, they are, taking advantage of these kids, and it is not a good thing. So allowing people who are coming in like this, who are intoxicated and maybe high on whatever, I feel like it is a way of it is you want security for these kids, but then again, this is something that you should really avoid, guys. That's just according to me. I feel like she should not let people like this around the kids. Because first of all, these kids start to get used to this person. Somebody who comes and is around us, and they are a good person. Mama allows them here, tolerates them. So what if they come one day when mama is away, maybe has gone to the hospital, for her doctor's appointment or something, and then he starts to talk to one of the girls, maybe the young girls. They will trust him because they know him, because it's a guy who normally, guys, all I'm just saying is that I feel like mama should also be a bit strict, on the kind of people who she lets around the kids. I know she's a kind lady. I know she's doing very well. She really cares about these kids and everything. It's just like, us parents, sometimes we may do things thinking that we are being nice, but sometimes those things may actually affect how we raise our children or something like that. So it is not like bashing her or anything. All I'm just saying is that please, mama, be a bit careful with whom you let around these kids.
Wewe rudi mura, wacha story nyingi. Wacha zipigwe, nenda kuitia maskari hapa mura. Wewe shida yako, wewe rudi mura. Wewe unaingia wapi?
Mura sini hata mimi.
Mura utaitoa maskari wewe mura. Wewe unakuja kusumbua madam hapa. Wewe toka nje kwanza, watu wafanye kazi, alafu utaingia baadaye.
Yes sir.
Sawa basi.
Yes. Don't throw me. Do know me am English.
Sawa basi. Wewe simama kwanza, madam akuje, tuite madam, akikuruhusu ni sawa. Akikuruhusu ni sawa. Unajua unasumbua watu. Watoto wako hapo wanasoma. Wewe umekuja ukiwa umelewa. Wewe unakuja ukiwa umelewa, unasumbua watu.
So this was the very first day when this guy had an encounter with Cloud Joseph. And as you can see, he was not acting right. So Cloud Joseph has done another video today. And the title was something to do with this drunken man. So I thought maybe I should take a look. And what I saw was that Cloud Joseph is telling us that now this guy, the mama, of the home allowed him because she said that he is her neighbor.
Yeah, and also the boys' drama, the drunken man's drama that was happening here. It's because of there's a certain boy that came here, and he was threatening the Pastor Esther. He was threatening Pastor Esther. So because the boy is from around here, sometimes he gets drunk, and he was coming to see. He thought there are some people who are here, and he thought that they're the boys who are threatening Pastor Esther. So he was here, and because I understood him, with me I was almost calling the police. So he begged mercy for me, and also Mama Esther told me that when he is drunk he's this way, but with me, for the sake of the kids, because they were at school and he was drunkard, it was not a good picture. So I told him, you should sit where the other masons and other handmen are working, so that you can see also what is working, so that his what we call like his temper of being drunk will cool down.
So this guy did not even grow up in this children's home. This guy is not even part of them. Fine, being a neighbor is okay. However, like I said, mama, please try to protect these children. Just, I mean, because guys, I don't know about you all, but this guy, the people who can get drunk, but, they kind of look like they can handle the alcohol. But there are those people who look drunk, but, they look like when they lose it, all hell can break loose, I mean, he looks to me like a violent, but I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. But anyways, all in all, what we are just saying, or rather what I am saying is that, I just want these kids to be safe, They have already gone through a lot. Being children without parents is hard enough. And having this mama who is really struggling to take care of them. And, so they should just be safe. The mama also should be safe because even herself, she needs to take care of herself. She needs to take care of her safety, because if she is not well, then the children are not going to be well.
Mama kama nene to reinforce kama hii. He later became a good friend of mine. Unasema ulikuwa kwa rafiki yangu.
Something. Huyu jamaa ameonea huruma.
Guys, what do you all think? I mean, is it me? Am I reading too much into this? Am I? Cause I wouldn't let this kind of person, around. No. Even if it's a fundi, I'll look for another one. Like seriously. So please let me know what you think about this. Guys, I have seen a video by Carrots, and this woman is coming out so bitter. She is so pained. She is talking too much. She is Percy's lawyer. She is giving Percy legal advice. My goodness. Percy is going to fall into a ditch that she's not going to be able to come out of. Poor Percy. Oh my goodness. This woman is coming out to talk so much. Guys, they were sued, by Trenchtown Grandpa. Now, they have been cornering, not attending, the court dates and all this stuff. So, they are out here trying to pretend, she is trying to talk so much, trying to pretend to be above the law and everything. And guys, this woman is messing up Percy. She is asking why Percy is still being sent letters. The other day I saw her flashing letters, talking about, oh, I have so many letters and I know what I said, so you don't have to remind me what I said. What I've written in the letter is what I said, and they're trying to remind me what I said before I said it. Guys, I was like, hey, take it easy. I have realized that this woman is the one who likes to chest thump more than everybody else. Have you seen them coming out to act like this? Because all of them were given letters. Allegedly. So this particular one is the one who always comes out to try and portray herself like, she is above the law. Guys, I cannot wait to see how this thing plays out till the end. Because this woman, I really want to know who she is. I've been saying this for a long time. I really want to know who she is in this country. I want to know where she calls the shots. Who is this person, guys? Who is she? Oh, these letters are fake. Oh, I don't know, whatever. Percy, I will advise you. Percy, I told you. Percy, I will tell you again. This woman is, she does not like Percy at all. She does not like Percy because she wants to destroy Percy. And she is pretending to want the best for Percy. She's trying to, she's pretending to be stupid. So that in case anything goes wrong, she'll come out and say, me, I thought this is how it's supposed to be. I even came out and said it outright, I said it to the whole entire world. Because she knows what she's telling Percy is wrong. And she knows that it's going to backfire. She told Percy from, long time to block, the numbers of this, advocates, the lawyers who are calling What's the difference between advocate and lawyer, guys? Anyways, you know, she had told Percy to block these people. And now she is wondering why Percy is receiving letters. And herself, she was showing letters. So how did she receive hers if she has blocked those people? Are you seeing, guys, what she's doing? She is receiving letters, and yet she is telling Percy to block these people so that she does not receive letters. So now Percy will look like she is non-compliant. You know, well, she is complying. This woman is a real witch, guys. What the heck? Listen to her.
TTG. The man who went to hide in Congo forest himself, he has come out again and again with his frustrations after his name has gone viral on the streets about him going behind to backstab MORAA about what the general said, of which we are not even sure if he really said or there's a game going on, but let's just stick with that, okay? Let's stick with that. Now, the frustration of him paying the so-called positive reactors to talk to or to trash talk MORAA behind his back and call him a scammer, that plan never went as he had anticipated. And so he has come out with more letters to offer. I don't know. For some of you that have been with at Percy's place, Percy has come out to say, leave me alone. Me, I don't want those your games. Me, I don't want. Now, what is this one? What am I supposed to do with these letters? You know, I'm just looking at this man, Mr. TTG, and I'm like, really? You guy, like, it really pains this guy so much that he never got what he wanted from this girl. You know, Percy is just like, so confused. She doesn't even know what to do, and she doesn't even understand what is written in the letters. And I'm like, why is he wasting his time to wanting to frustrate Percy? You know? So in some better English, simple English, I told Percy, listen, I don't think these letters are coming from there. These letters must be printed somewhere just to frustrate you.
Okay, these letters may not be coming from there. I don't know, there is where, but I'm hoping she's talking about the law firm. So she is saying that she told Percy that these letters may not be coming from the law firm. Maybe these letters have been printed somewhere to frustrate you. So I also just want to ask her a question. What if the letters are coming from there? And what if they are not about frustrating Percy, but they are in pursuit of justice? And I also want to ask Percy this question. Percy, what if these letters are actually coming from the lawyers? Do you like sit down to think about that? Guys, for me, normally, if somebody tells me something, you know, and they tell me it is not, I normally ask them, what if it is? You know, I have to have both sides just in case. You cannot lean on one side and be so sure. You know, like in this instance, you cannot say that these letters are not from the, I think. And guys, it's not that she has proof or anything. She thinks, you know, she thinks these letters are not coming from there. So, you know, Percy, ignore. What? I would not do that to my worst enemy. Because I would be asking myself, or I would even ask them, what if? So I would tell them, I don't think it's coming from there. You know, if I really don't think so, I would say, I don't think it's coming from there. However, just in case it is, because, you know, guys, you know, the consequences may actually be very dire, you know. So you have to also be just in case, you know. If this happens, well and good. If this other side happens, at least you have some backing. You have somewhere to start from. But this woman is throwing, you know, Percy off. Percy is going to be in deep SHIT. Probably this woman, in fact, she says she has a lawyer. You know, My lawyer told me, my lawyer told me. Percy, do you have a lawyer? Percy, I'm asking you, it's Percy. Do you have a lawyer? If you listen to this woman, you are finished. That's just the truth. I may seem like I'm saying, this in a bad way, but I'm telling you the truth and I'm helping you. Oh my God. And guys, she goes on to say the reason as to why she thinks that these letters are fake. Carrots, tell us. Why do you think these letters are so fake?
These letters were not real. They were somehow fake because the say pronunciation? No, actually the pronunciation. How do you call it? The spellings with the names, the spelling, the sentences, and the spelling in those letters? It was somehow. Yes, Lucy. Yes. The miss spelling, right? Okay, yeah. English was never born in Bungoma. Okay, leave me alone, guys. So listen, those letters were somehow not making sense. So why would Percy be receiving more letters? Like how can Percy actually understand what TTG wants? Unless he's trying to push more for Percy to open the Lolo for him. Because now that's how I'm looking at that whole thing. I feel like this man really wants Percy to say, okay, come, it's open, come and lamba Lolo, because OMG, this is too much, I can't handle this, so that he can stop, or what? Because I don't understand why he is still sending more letters and more letters and more letters. Like, for what exactly?
And then, I just, I'm amused at how she is trying to say, what do they want exactly? Why are they sending letters? Carrots. Whatever they want is in the letters. The contents of those letters clearly state what they want. If it is you being summoned to court, they have summoned you to court. If it is you doing ABCD, they have, that's what they tell you in the letters. So don't try and pretend you don't know what is going on, guys. She is trying to act like, she's a fool. Actually, she is. She is not acting. She actually is one. You cannot come out here. You are talking to people, who have heads and have brains. Carrots. You're not talking to fools. Gosh. Guys, it is so funny how people, try to chest thump, and yet when you look at them, whatever they're saying is just hogwash. You have already acknowledged, these letters. You have claimed them as your own. You have spoken about them as my letters. You have said, I have received. So these are the stories that you're bringing out here. Are just neither here nor there. And then, guys, she goes on to say that, why is Percy being sent letters and yet she cannot understand what the contents of the letter mean? Carrots, just, explain to Percy what they mean. And even if you don't, guys, anyway, my issue with this is, does it mean you cannot sue somebody who is illiterate, for instance? So somebody who is illiterate will come, maybe steal from you or just do something crazy, and then you cannot summon them in court, because if you do, they will not understand, and so it's not going to happen. So if they ignore, it goes away because they have no idea of what you are saying or what you're accusing them of. Is that what Carrots wants to tell us? Carrots, are you trying to say that just because Percy does not understand the contents or whatever it is that she has been told, that now she is off the hook? Is that what you say? Oh my goodness. Percy, you will be in for a rude shock. Like, for real. There's no way she is gonna get off just by the mere fact of she did not understand. Ignorance is no defense. Carrots. Have you ever heard a saying like that? Guys, this wicked woman, instead of explaining to Percy exactly what it is, she is telling Percy to ignore, and she is telling Percy that those letters, don't take them seriously, they are fake, they are not from the lawyers, they are from somewhere else, and they've just been written to frustrate you. What a pity. How sad. Very sad indeed.
There's a different empowerment that can give her peace of mind, maybe, unless she do away with all those numbers that are sending her, because I feel like she's keeping those numbers and these numbers are still entertaining her. Like, if you receive something like this from someone that has not even introduced himself to you, what will you do with that number? You just block it. Block the number. Because if it's a lawyer, he has to present himself as a lawyer. Hello, I am so and so. I work here, like this, and this. You can't just, someone can't just be dropping something like boom, and they keep quiet, and you don't know who these people are. Scammers are all over the place. And I'm sure in Kenya, we don't do things like this. Because if you have my number, you will have the time to call me and, introduce yourself to me. For me to know, okay, I have received this thing from so and so and so and so. Because those numbers, guys, even if you check on their profile picture, they have some very funny cartoon pictures. So, you just ask yourself, how can these lawyers be having these cartoon pictures on their profile numbers? Like, see, guys, it's not making sense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. It doesn't, even when my lawyer was taking on these things, my lawyer said, no, this is not how professionals do their thing. This is not how professionals do their thing. You come in and you have to talk to the person. You have the number. You can call. What happened to the calls? If I'm offline, I'm not on, like, you can make a direct call. What happened to direct calls in Kenya? What happened to these things? Someone will just come and say, oh, drop. You open the thing, you are checking the number, the profile, everything looks funny. Very weird. Very weird. Completely. And I'm like, guys, are we joking or we are doing what? So for me, if it's all about empowerment, I don't feel like Percy should be empowered on this one, because I think there's a certain game going on. I think like there is something that is just not right going on, because I've never felt anything right with these letters that have been being thrown around.
She doesn't feel anything right about these letters that are being thrown around. Her witchy demonic energy, has kicked in and it has told her so. What a pity, guys. How sad. And yes, in Kenya, Carrots, we do things like that. Oh yes, like I said, guys, we do things like that in Kenya. Oh yes. And we don't just drop letters, drop or boom. The way you're saying it, no, we drop them chigiri. Guys, the fact of the matter is, these letters are dropped like that. She is just trying to pretend, talk too much, yap. Guys, I've never seen such a coconut head. Just embarrassing yourself. This is a total disgrace, guys. A total disgrace. Guys, even if the letters are fake, real, or whatever it is, the way she is blowing these things, not even blowing things out of proportion, the way she is coming to explain things the way they are not, lying to people, that people cannot just drop, summons using WhatsApp, and yet they can. That people have to call. No, she's coming up with her own rules. She is coming up with her own rules. That people have to call you, and introduce themselves. It is up to you. First of all, guys, you know very well what you did. You know. So when these people are dropping it, you know, like chuguru in your WhatsApp, you already know, guys. When you see the contents, you know that indeed that person had said they were gonna sue me, and now they have. So this whole thing of coming to talk so much to pretend, well, used to call, what happened to being called in Kenya? In Kenya, calling got finished. Yes, in Kenya there's no calling. You know, especially when it comes to law matters. For what? And WhatsApp can just tree, and we're done. Carrots. Aren't you afraid of making a fool of yourself like this? You know, telling Percy not to do something, and yet you have secured a lawyer for yourself. In case things go haywire, you got a lawyer, you know? Well, Percy doesn't. Why don't you get Percy a lawyer? You know? Guys, this woman is the worst of the worst. Oh yeah. Bitterness, bitterness, bitterness. Things don't go away like that. Guys, you cannot just wish things away by saying, oh, people should call me. Oh, people should do this. Oh, why don't they have a rubber stamp? Oh, why is it looking upside down? Oh, why is the paper black? Guys, even if you try to look for reasons, look for, you know, scapegoats, try to look for ways to get off the hook, you cannot. That's not how you do with carrots. At your age, you should know better. Guys, this is a total embarrassment. What do you all think about this video? What do you think about these carrots? This coconut head? What do you think about this drunkard man who was actually trying to get into this children's home, and yet later we find out that he actually is a mason there, and then again he is known to this mama, and this guy, it seems he enters this place drunk and disorderly, and you know, it seems that it's normal down there. Guys, what do you all think? Drop your thoughts. Let me know what you all think. Let us have a discussion in the comment section below. Let us meet in the next. Bye-bye.
Screaming, but I'm here to educate, illuminate, clear the air, make it fair, demonstrate truth over lies, facts over fiction. I refute the nonsense, that's my mission. Truth teller, that's who I chose to be. Truth teller, setting people free. Speak the truth, speak it to set you free.